Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from asortofinterestinglife.com. I've just woken up and you're watching a day in the life on a narrowboat. More specifically, a day in my life on a narrowboat. And today, in a change from all the usual scenery and walking up hills and all that sort of thing, today's a work day, so let's just see how this unfolds. If we rewind things a little bit to the absolute moment of still lying in bed just woken up, then you can see that any day that we wake up to sun blazing through the windows like this is likely to be a good day. My bed is a little sofa bed and I have a couple of boxes filled with blankets and a sleeping bag and pillows, so I tend to just use those as needed depending on the weather. As it's very good weather, I haven't been lighting the fire at night recently, so that's all very pleasing. But here's the moment of truth, lifting up the blind and you can see just how beautiful it is out there. Having that as the view to open your curtains to, and the other side is still just fields. Absolutely wonderful. Obviously we need to get into town to actually go to work, so there's my humble little fixie bike. As we hop on here, I'll say for anybody who doesn't know, or if this is the first of my videos you're watching, then this is a slightly unusual style of video for me to do. But basically, we're heading to my mum's house, which is about 10 minutes walk, 5 minutes walk more likely, to my workplace. I work in a supermarket. I only do about 16 hours a week, so we look at Chirk Tunnel there. We're not going into Chirk Tunnel, so what I tend to do in the mornings, or basically in the daytime hours, is avoid going along the towpath as much as possible because you have a lot of people out walking, whereas I like to get onto these country lanes and head back through the middle of nowhere. And when this is your commute into work and out of work, it's a great way to start and end the day. So I head out to me mum's house, so then as you will see that gives me a safe place that I can leave my bike, and then I can obviously head out to work with confidence that stuff will be there when I get back. For the sake of proving the point, there is my bike safely indoors, and while we're here we better have a quick look at a dog, quick look at a cat as well. As the cat has made herself at home here once again, I'll say that as well as being able to get into town and obviously be able to leave my bike here in safety while I go into town and do some shopping before riding back out to the boat when I'm not working, this is also where I do my YouTube uploading, and I basically will hopefully have finished videos on the iPad like I have now. We'll transfer those onto this old MacBook, and then while I go to work or whatever's happening, I'll just leave them uploading. And as you may know now, YouTube gives you the option to upload videos whenever you want and then press publish at a completely different time. So I have videos on YouTube waiting to post for weeks on end sometimes, so that's all good. If you're wondering why there is this keyboard and mouse attached to the MacBook, it's because this is a very old broken one and the keyboard and mouse don't work at all anymore. They did sometimes for a couple of months, but it's got to be said that I bought this goodness knows how many years ago now, and even then it was second hand, so it certainly served me well, and that's why it stays here as the reserve computer just in case. And here we are actually going off out to work. I only do 16 hours these days because I've managed to fetch my lifestyle to such a low cost way, and here we are on the walk back home from work. As you can see, it's now that sort of twilighty time. It's about 10 o'clock. I'd worked a late night, so it means a nice sunset bike ride back out to the boat. But for people who aren't aware, then yes, I really do only do 2 days a week, and yes, I do have enough money and I can save money at the end of every month. There's a lot of people who I think still don't believe that, but I just wanted to throw this little clip in here because I got very excited when I saw an owl. Whoa! Oh my god, did you see that owl? Oh my god! Like I say, I just wanted to throw in that little bit of crazy, over-the-top, excited Dan Brown commentary there. And as the usual bike ride is, it's these perfect country lanes, and then here, because it's obviously well out of the hours you're likely to meet anybody walking, you're seeing a very dark Chirk aqueduct, and you'll see an even darker Chirk tunnel in just a moment. And I don't normally ride through the tunnel because there's too much risk of getting your pedals caught on the side railings, which is not at all what you want to happen. And that, my friends, was our commute back. And as you can see, we've returned home to discover that the kitchen drawer is open, which is a sure sign that we've had some boats going fast pretty quickly. This, I personally like to think, is about as relaxing as it gets at the end of the day. I've got the blue lights on. I've also got these little battery-operated clip-on spotlights, which themselves throw down just these little spots of light. So, for example, I've got one that shines down onto the worktop here. So over the winter, when the dark nights come, that will hopefully be very handy for when I've got coins and things spread out. But if we have ourselves a little trip down to the front, we'll find that my mummy has made me a special little tea. Lovely stuff. Got a roll, got an absolutely lovely fruit salad there, and some chipsticks, of course. Thanks, Mum. And yeah, I'm about to dive in and eat this. Then I'll set to work on a little diary entry for the day. And then I think that'll be time to call it a night and get a few podcasts playing on the old phone here. As you can probably tell, I'm now in my dressing gown and my Where's Wally pyjama trousers. And it's got to be said that having something like this at the end of the day is far better than getting back here. It's just about 11 o'clock that I've arrived on board. And it's much better to have something to fetch with me than it is to get back after riding out here. And obviously sometimes it's a very long ride and a lot more hilly than this one. And just being able to get back out here, open up my bag and have this sort of thing. Oh, lovely stuff. Thanks, Mum. Oh, I can't keep that. Time to get me diary entry done. And by the way, I am absolutely loving the Lamy Vista. Oh, fantastic pen. The washing up's done. I've cleaned my teeth and had a wash. And I've quickly made a little bed. I'm not going to pull the sofa bed out like you saw it was this morning from last night. Instead, today we're just going to sleep on the one little part. Now, originally, I started to sleep like this over winter, so that it meant that I didn't have to fetch it all out and have it really close to the fire. But I really, really love having this corner where I can really nestle in against the back of the sofa bed. And to be honest, I think I probably prefer this most of the year round, unless it's extremely warm, where I want to have the full sofa bed out so I can really spread out and sprawl across everywhere. I really do enjoy having just this nice simple thin bed, but this nice corner to snuggle up into. So on that note, I'm going to say good night. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic week. Feel free to add me personally on Facebook and Twitter. Make sure you check out my other videos for a load more of Narrowboat life and all sorts of other outdoorsy sorts of things. Feel free to like the Facebook page as well for loads of photos from the canal. And of course, please check out my books, The Narrowboat Lad, The Narrowboat Lad Living the Dream, and now the absolutely brand new A Narrowboat and a Notebook, £1.53 each for Kindle. And until the next time, have a fantastic day and farewell.